The playground at Maple Street Park was older than anyone could remember. The paint on the swing set was chipped, revealing layers of colors from decades past, and the seesaw groaned like an old man getting out of bed. For Lena and Marcus, it was more than just a park. It was the backdrop to their entire lives. They'd learned to climb on that very jungle gym, shared secrets on the swings, and had their first real argument right next to the faded hopscotch squares. Even now, as high schoolers juggling exams and thoughts about the future, they found themselves drawn back to the familiar comfort of the park. It was their sanctuary, a place where the complications of teenage life seemed to fade away, replaced by the simple rhythm of the wind whistling through the maple trees. One crisp autumn afternoon, they were sitting on the edge of the merry-go-round, the rusty metal cool against their hands. Lena was tracing patterns in the sand with her shoe, talking about her struggles in chemistry class, while Marcus spun the wheel slowly, making it creak in a steady, hypnotic rhythm. The setting sun cast long shadows, painting the park in hues of orange and gold. "It's weird, isn't it?" Lena said, looking up. "How everything changes. But this place just stays the same." Marcus nodded his eyes, scanning the worn-out structure. "Not everything," he said, his voice suddenly different. He stopped spinning the wheel and knelt down, peering into the shadows beneath the platform. "Hey, Lena, come look at this." Lena scooted over, her curiosity piqued by the tone in his voice. She knelt beside him, following his gaze. There, partially obscured by dirt and dead leaves, was something that definitely wasn't part of the original design. It was a dark, metal rectangle, about the size of a shoebox lid, with a recessed handle set flush against its surface. A hatch. "What is that?" Lena whispered, reaching out a hesitant hand to brush away the leaves. "I've played on this thing 1,000 times. How have we never seen this before?" "It must have been buried," Marcus reasoned, his mind racing. Maybe the rain last week washed away enough dirt to uncover it. He gripped the handle, his knuckles turning white as he pulled. It was stuck fast. He grunted, pulling again with all his weight. With a loud, scraping groan of metal against rust, the hatch moved. It wasn't just a small lid. It was the entrance to something deeper. Together, they heaved it open. A wave of cool, musty air washed over them, carrying a scent of damp earth and something else. Something old and metallic, like forgotten coins. They peered into the darkness below. It wasn't just a maintenance hole. A series of rough, concrete steps descended into blackness. No way. Lena breathed, her eyes wide. "There's a tunnel. Under the merry-go-round." A mix of fear and exhilarating excitement hung in the air between them. Every childhood fantasy of secret passages and hidden treasures suddenly felt incredibly real. This park, their park, held a secret they never could have imagined. Marcus pulled out his phone, switching on the flashlight. The beam cut a weak path into the darkness, revealing only the first few steps before being swallowed whole. "We have to see what's down there," Marcus said, his voice a low, determined whisper. It wasn't a question. Lena hesitated for only a moment, then a slow grin spread across her face. "Okay," she said, "but you go first." With one last look at the familiar, sun-drenched park above, Marcus swung his legs over the edge and placed his foot on the first step. The concrete was cold and solid beneath his sneaker. He descended, the flashlight beam dancing nervously ahead of him. Lena followed close behind, pulling the heavy hatch almost closed, leaving just a sliver of daylight, a final link to the world they knew. The air grew colder with each step. The sounds of the park, the distant traffic, the rustling leaves faded away, replaced by the soft scuff of their shoes and their own quickening breaths. After about a dozen steps, they reached a small, dirt-floored chamber. The flashlight beam swept across the confined space, revealing damp-streaked walls and a low ceiling. And in the center of the chamber, sitting on a dusty wooden crate, was a weathered, leather-bound book. It looked ancient. The cover was worn smooth in places, and a simple brass latch held it shut. This was Italiano. This was the heart of the secret. With trembling fingers, Lena reached out and undid the latch. What secrets did this park hold? What had they just uncovered? The story of Maple Street Park was about to be rewritten. What do you think they found inside? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories like this. Thanks for watching.